Hey guys, Young back with well, we're at Google right now, but I'm going to be talking with you about something to do with naval action. Um, we're going to be talking about naval action maps. Now you're going to say, hey, there's not a map in naval action, and I'm going to say, yeah, you're right, there's not an in-game map in naval action, but there's some wonderfully made, player-made, and community-made maps for naval action, and I'm going to show you two of them. So one of them is made by the Decatur Armada. Now that is a clan that I'm a part of. The Decatur Armada is named after a U.S. naval officer named Stephen Decatur, very famous naval officer. So the Decatur Armada has a mapping group. And now this mapping group has made a very wonderful map, and they have made it available to everyone. So I am making this video partially to show off this map to anyone who wants to see it, and to give credit to all these wonderful guys who have put in all this hard work and effort to make this map. So TDA map.com, very simple. You guys should save that on your favorites. So when you go to that, you have three things. Naval Action Open World Map with Magnifying Glass. We'll go to that one last because it's what I'm going to show you with a magnifying glass that zooms things. List of known ports and Naval Action Open World Map with navigation aids. We'll go to list of known ports first. So, Naval Action port list, courtesy of the Decatur Armada. There you go. Neutrals, there's a lot of them. Deep and shallows, pirates, Spanish, France, Britain, and the rest. So let's go here. Bam. There we go. So the grayed out areas haven't been completely mapped yet. They will be finished off very soon. So you don't have to worry about that. Let's go to the info and help. So using the map. To use the map, use the scroll wheel to zoom in and out. Click and drag to move across the map. Diamonds are recently confirmed ports. Squares are approximate and may be out of date. Click on a port to make the navigation lines stick. Click again to clear. The diagonal lines match the markings on the Naval Action Compass. This is very important. Remember that. Use the reset map icon upper right to fix any display issues, known issues. This map is being built from the ground up by this mapping group. This is a complete community project by the Decatur Armada, so there will be some issues. There you go, there's some of the issues for you. So let us zoom in and see what we're looking at here. First, let's look at some of this beautiful artwork on the sides. Isn't that just fancy? Lovely, oopsies. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And over here, so we show actual port location, anchorage for sloops and small vessels, anchorage for large vessels, the scale in kilometers, and here is some of the contributors to the map. So special thanks, and congratulations to all these people who worked so very hard on this wonderful project. Now let us click on some of these things. So say I wanted to travel. Say I was this pirate here at Bone Cay, yar. And I wanted to travel from here all the way over to here. So the line straight up is north. It'll be north on the compass in game. It'll be north here. So north by northwest, northwest. Yeah, so you see? Do you see how the compass lines work? So you could look at this, you could look at the compass lines, and you could do a straight line direct to your port of destination. You want to get rid of that, you just click it again. Same thing goes for over here. Say we're at Aves. Now I'm at Aves, and I want to go to Basseterre, or I want to go to Plymouth. Very simple now. Can't go wrong. Let's just look at some of these beautiful little. A little hard to make out there. Dutch ship wrecked in 1701. Actually, you know what we can do there? Let's go back and use the magnifying glass and see. Cool. Yeah, so this is basically, yeah, the magnifying glass. I said I'd show you this. Yeah, you don't have the drag function with this. You do have to scroll with like your arrow keys. And you don't have the navigation keys, but you can just zoom in and look at stuff a little closer, which is very neat as well. Oopsies. There we go. So there you have it. The Decatur Armada Naval Action Map with navigation aids. Completely built from the ground up by the mapping group. You know, I just think this is amazing that they're able to do this. Completely over my head. I wouldn't have the ability to do it myself, and I'm just flabbergasted with how well it turned out. Wonderful. I hope you all use it and enjoy it. Now we'll move on to the next one. So hope you enjoy that one too. All right. So now that you've seen the TDA mapping groups map, this is Booyaah's map to rule them all. Now Booyaah is also a TDA member, but this is his own map that he made. Actually, he started making it before he was a TDA member, and he's continued to work on it since he's joined the clan. This map has been made through Google Earth, or Google Maps rather, not Google Earth, Google Maps, and it doesn't have that compass thing that we just showed you, where you click on a port and it will show you the compass rows, the compass lines as they correspond with the game. But it does have a compass rose up here, you know, and it does have these lines which correspond to the in-game X and Z. And it does have for each port, you know, who it was discovered by, which is kind of cool. If it's a shallow, for the most part, I think all of them have if it's a shallow or not. And it does have its X and Z coordinates. So if you push F11 in the game, you can see X and, you know, negative X, Z location, so you can kind of see where you're going. With other map, you do have the lines. With this one, you don't. But I mean, kind of can be personal preference. You can use a combination of the two, depending on what you want to use. It's personal preference, really. It's your choice. For the people that don't have any maps, now you have two maps to choose from. For the person that was just using one, you know, whatever. But what I really wanted to show you was, you know, people really complain about having to Alt-Tab out of the game to view the map. So with either one of these maps, there's a way to actually view it in the game. So this is what I'm going to show you. So I'm going to copy this link. I'm going to hop into Naval Action. I'm in Naval Action. I'm going to push Shift-Tab, pull up my in-game Steam profile thingy. I'm going to go to web browser. Pulls up Google or whatever. I'm going to put in that. Boom. Now I'm in my in-game map. Heck, so there's that one. Now I can go TDA map, oopsies, if I can spell, TDA map.
Sound muted. Sound resumed.
As I mute my, microphone. Now we go like that. There you go. So I'm there at Plymouth, right, on this map. I can even open up both. Change it from satellite to just normal map view. I'm there at Plymouth. Plymouth. All right, so I push Shift-Tab, and okay, so I'm exiting the into open world, and So here we go, sailing away. Doop 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 doop. We'll just close the chat because we don't want to see that at the moment. And so I don't have to Alt Tab now. I don't have to push the Windows button, do whatever. I just can push Shift Tab, pull up this, and I see my map. I see what I'm doing. I'm using my whatever map I choose, whether it be the TDA map or whether it be Booyaah's map, one map to rule them all, provided by Booyaah. I have access to them both in-game, no issues. So guys, there you go. I hope this was helpful, and we'll catch you next time with some more naval action open world. See you later.